Hey guys, welcome back to Stinson Farms. Hey, this is Bill, and it's April the 7th this morning. We're finally getting some sunshine. Been getting rain for the last 3 to 4 days, pretty solid, and we got more rain coming in the forecast here in a couple of days. But we got some projects going on in the shop. It's too wet to be out in the field, and I'm gonna try to get a couple things wrapped up today. One thing that I'm working on, I'm real excited about, is an upgrade to my old Ford F350. And if you can see behind me here, I'll show you. I got a shipment that came in. Took it a while to get here, but it's sitting here in this box. And I'll show you what it is in a little bit. But I'm real excited about what's in that box. It's going to be a real cool upgrade to the old truck. But this morning, first thing I want to do is get this old wooden toolbox out of the way. This thing was on the truck when I bought it, and just made out of wood. It's not weathered very well, but it has been handy for the lack of any other box or anything to put anything in. So I left it there for the time being. But that's going to go. That's coming off. I'm going to get it out of the way, and this is going to go in its place. But I've done mentioned toolbox, but I'm just going to hold off to tell you exactly what all that is until you get to see it. I'm pretty happy with it. So hey, let's get this old box out of the way real quick. Alright, so I got the old box off out of the way. I got my mounting holes already drilled in the bed for the new one, and I got one last hole to tap. I'm just going to tap these holes and thread it straight into the bed of the truck. I can't be under the bed and putting a nut on top at the same time, so we're just going to tap them. So I don't have any cutting fluid, but just regular lube oil will work, or help at least. It's better than nothing. And we'll get this hole tapped. I'll be ready for the next step. All right, and that's it. Screw right in there. So let me get everything moved in place, and then we'll show you what we got. Well, there's the upgrade the old F350's getting. I'm sure some of y'all done figured out what was in the box, but it is a combo 100-gallon transfer fuel tank, as well as a toolbox. Pretty good sized toolbox. Straps and odd and end things that'd be handy to keep in the truck. Gives me a little more room. And I also needed a transfer tank. I've got a fuel tank. Got it out this spring. Found a hole in it. It was getting in pretty rough shape. Instead of patching it, I thought I'd just get a new one and mount it on my truck. So that's what I've got. I wanted to keep it to where I could still get to my gooseneck ball there, because I've got a trailer I pull with it, and I think this will do the trick. I have got some wiring, if you can see right here, that I've ran from the battery. I've got a 12-volt transfer pump that will mount right here. I'll be putting that on here in a minute. I'll let you see that, and it'll be ready for some fuel and ready to take to the field. But we'll get that pump mounted. We'll walk through that, and we'll try this thing out pretty soon. All right, so here's all the parts to the transfer pump we're going to mount on the tank. 12-volt system, and like I said, I done run a wire back here to it, and we're going to get all this stuff put together. First thing we'll put on is the fuel cap. Oop. And I'm gonna put it over here on the passenger side. in this spot. So we'll put it on there first. So the first thing we'll do is start off with putting a little Teflon tape on it. You want to run this tape in the direction of the right hand threads. Like if you were screwing a nut on it. By doing that, when you start to thread it in, it'll be pulling against where you cut the tape, and it won't be trying to wad it up and pull it off. Alright, that's the fuel cap. So the kit of the pump came with a nipple that'll go down into the tank. This piece will go into the bottom side of the pump, with this union going right here to tighten it up. And through that, before we put all that together, we'll put this telescopic pipe on it, suction pipe, will go here like this, and that'll go down inside the tank. That'll go down inside the tank like that. Plug out of the bottom of the pump. Just a little bit. And we'll run this in the bottom. So now we'll install our pipe. I'm not worried about putting any tape here necessarily. I'm not concerned with leaks as long as we get it good and tight to where we've got. It's not sucking any air. I'm going to go ahead and slide this down because I want it to sit on the bottom. Make sure it gets all the way to the bottom. And then we'll slide the pump in place and get the nut started on the union. Yeah, that's bottoming out now, like it should. That's good and tight. All right, got that. Now we'll connect one end of our fuel hose, and I think it's the other end. I'm gonna do my best for this thing not to leak, but it's gonna leak sooner or later. We'll try to work on it when it does. I gotta get a wrench, take these two little screws out. This mounting plate goes right here, and that's what holds our nozzle. All right, I'm gonna take these screws out. I get these out, we'll mount the plate. I'll be right back. All right, we'll mount this little bracket on here now. I about got this little job wrapped up. Still got to hook my power up. And I've got power ran to right here, so that won't be a big problem. I'll have to find me some ends. This cord came with clamps to where you just clamp onto a battery, but I'm gonna hardwire it. So I'll probably find me some ends and crimp on and bolt that wiring together. One more end to put on for the nozzle. We'll get this screwed on. That's good and tight. I have to put me a mount on here to put the hoses on, but the idea behind this is a hook right there, and that's where that rides. So I'll get me some kind of bracket made to hang the hose on. We'll get it wired up, and it's ready for fuel. I think this is a real nice little upgrade to my little farm truck. It's going to be handy to me, I know that. So we'll get her wired up and get the hose hung up, and we'll see what it all looks like when we get done. All right, we're ready to wire this thing up. It's the next day. I had to stop on it yesterday, so I'm out here this morning trying to finish it up. If you can see these wires back here, I ran these from the battery. The black wire representing the hot wire, green wire representing the ground. This pump came pre-wired with these clips to hook to a battery. If you can see right here, each wire, the wires are put on with these little screws. I'm just going to take these screws out and bolt these eyelets together, representing each wire, and we're going to I was going to cut this wire off, but I'm going to leave it because it's fused, and we'll just roll that up and cable tie it back there, but I think it'll be fine. But that's what we're going to do right now. Let's get these little screws out of here. Save these little clamps, they'll be handy for something, no doubt. Alright, I got my cable all rolled up and tucked away there. Got it cable tied to the bed of the truck, and then here I've got my wires connected. You can see, got them good and tight. Now I'm going to tape those up real good. Don't have any shrink wrap. Wish I had some shrink wrap, but we're just going to have to do with electrical tape right now. We'll get those taped up real good so they won't be shorting out on anything. All right, got everything taped up. Should be good to go there. Let's take the nozzle off. See if this thing works. And it will work. So we're ready for fuel. All right, there it is. That's how it's going to hang for now. I may decide I want to do something different, but it's not a good way to hang that thing up there. I need to make a bracket that stands off the floor and comes up that I can hang it on. And that's probably what I'll do. But she's ready to go, ready for fuel, and hopefully you can see it in action soon. I've been given around $3 a gallon for diesel fuel at the pump, and since my tank sprung a hole, I haven't had any way to haul it other than 5 gallons at a time. So I need to find a cheaper route. So I got this tank, and like I said, it's a 100-gallon tank. Tractor holds 45 gallons. The combine holds 45 gallons. So I could fill both of them up in a single day. Well guys, that's my video on the upgrade on the old farm truck. I hope you liked the video. If you like our channel, if you would continue to watch, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. We really appreciate any support at all. And I really thank you. I thank you for being there. And I hope you continue to take this journey with us. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.